What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna be doing a story time. This is my first story time on this channel. And we're gonna be talking about my accident. Yay! Like, we're gonna be talking about it. Truthfully, I just really wanted to make a video about it. I was like sitting on my couch today and I was just like, what if I made a video about what got me in this motherfucking wheelchair that I'm in right now? Like, I'm literally rolling around in a wheelchair. So I was just like, what? Maybe somebody, maybe this is gonna hit somebody, maybe this is gonna reach somebody. And I did it really because, you know, when I get out of this wheelchair, I wanna remember where I was mentally and how I was feeling and all the experiences that I went through while being in this wheelchair post this traumatic accident that I just went through. So yeah, that's what today's about, and yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna start off the rip. Also, I'm gonna let y'all know this too. This is gonna be unscripted. This is gonna be very much all over the place energy because on this day specifically, girl, I was all over the place. My spirit, my soul, my energy was everywhere. So if the story comes out a little bit, you know, messy and all over the place, bear with me. That's just the whole vibe of this entire video. So stay with me on that. So we're gonna start out. It happened on, I think it was like the 1st of June. I was preparing to go to school in Atlanta to a college. I don't know if should I say my college or not, but I'm just gonna say it. Georgia State University in Atlanta, Georgia, downtown. I was preparing to go to orientation and doing all this stuff. We got up at like 4 o'clock that morning and we went on 16. I live closer to like Florida-ish vibes, you know? So it was like a 4.5 hour drive away from Atlanta practically. So we get there, we're driving. Everything's cool. Practically the whole way there, lit, cool. We chilling. It was me, my mom, and her fiance. So we just chilling and we vibing. I'm taking my car, I'm driving alone in my car, my vehicle at the time, which that's tea right there because y'all, I was in I was in a previous car accident, but this one occurred 2 months before this one happened. That first car accident, it was not my fault. It was not my fault. Before anybody gets to talking about, oh, you're such a bad driver. It's like, yeah, you Germany. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear none of that because it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I swear to God, it's not my fault. But this guy, he hit my shit and that was how my first car left. So I wound up getting a second car ride a week before I was going to orientation. I was hustling. When I tell you I was hustling trying to get this money, the money was going to be made somehow for me to get this car to go to Atlanta with. I don't care. I did not care how I got it. It was just going to get gotten. Like, so I got the car, boom, 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 pop. That, I felt like I fucked me up too because there was some shit wrong with the car and my fast ass I didn't care about that. And second of all, I wasn't even a fucking car person in the first place. So I'm not gonna say I deserved this, but bitch, we got to Atlanta. One thing about Atlanta traffic, if you come, there are certain times when Atlanta traffic is terrible. I just so happened to get there that morning during the morning traffic. And when I tell you, I was not prepared for this. I was getting my ass rocked in this Atlanta morning traffic. When I say rock, like I was getting pop, 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 pop. Like people was honking horns, people was pushing this way, pushing that way. I was sitting here like in my car like, please, people honking at me. So get over. One thing about me, you is not about to be giving me any type of road rage because I'm not gonna sit here and take it. I'm not the bitch to sit here. No, because I'm not the one nor the two. Do not try me, sir, ma'am. Do not try it. And be like, God, roll it on my window. I'm looking at you like And I was just looking at you like, if you was all about that energy, now you see me. So please give that same energy. But I digress. My hubcap winded up like popping off of my car at this time, and I didn't realize that until way later in the story. But me and my mom, we wound up getting split up in the Atlanta traffic because I guess I panicked a little bit, just a tad bit, just a wee bit. And I went off into Midtown because I thought that was my exit. And I went off at the wrong. Also, I skipped the part because I'm not giving the full intensity of the situation, because in this moment when my hubcap popped off, someone was blowing a horn at me. That very same moment, my phone with my GPS went dead, and my charger was on the motherfucking floor, and I couldn't. So it was just, it was just a whole lot of going on, and I was like, you know what? One thing about me, I'm not gonna sit here and panic in this traffic. I'm gonna go off into whatever I need to go off into the park and get myself back together and come back with a solution. So that's went off, left my mom. I was like, at this point I couldn't even see her in the car, so in the traffic, because she was so far ahead of me. So I was like, I'm gonna veer off and call her once my phone comes back on. So that's exactly what I did. I want to call her. She was just already still behind me, and I was just like, ma'am, did you not see me go off? Were you even looking for me? Like, why are we not? But that's just my mama in general. But
No, because one thing about Angelica, she gonna get on. She gonna carry her ass on wherever she going. She don't care if you behind her. She don't care if you rush and try to struggle. She gonna get her ass. Oh, she knows when to get.
stuff, and then we wound up meeting back together around Georgia State's like campus. You know, Georgia State's all around Atlanta, so we went to one of those facilities, met up, we found each other. And by the time I found her, my orientation was already closing. Like, the event was done. I was 30 minutes. I got to the place 30 minutes after the event actually closed. Parking was trash. It was just all together a flop, a big floppity flop. So I was kind of in a bloat mood, and that kind of ventured into, you know, the accident. So this is where the story picks up. So at this point, I'm like calling them, talking to Georgia State counselors, and you know, they're trying to comfort me and, you know, help me the best they can, and I really do appreciate them for that. But it didn't really help. It didn't really help that much. So what I did from this point, my mom was just like, you know, don't let it get you down. You're strong. You've been
Child, at this point, she was just trying to comfort me, and I was really not with the bullshit. Like, I was kind of unreachable. Like, the walls were up. I was just over. I wanted to go home.
So at that point, I was just like, you know, I just want to go home. And this is where I fucked up, because I can tell you right now, I ain't never driven. As I said, we live an hour away from Jacksonville, from where my hometown is in Georgia. And the longest I've ever driven in general, because like on the same period, was 2 hours. That's as farthest I've driven to a place and back, so a total of 4 hours. So with that being said, in that moment, I didn't process what I was asking for. So practically I was asking to go home, like, as soon as we got off the road. We didn't even get off the road. We weren't even rested for less than 2 hours off the road. So that's like a 4.5 hour drive there, and getting there, staying there for like 2 hours, and then getting right back on the road. Excuse me? Like, who is doing that? Who is doing all that driving? And plus, as I said, I was a new driver. I'm not gonna cap. At the time, I just got my license, you know, in like 2020, you know, 2020 January-ish. And this happened. No, I take that back. It was 2021. It was 2021 energy. Oh my God, it was 2021, January 2020, I had my license. And on June 1st was the accident. So we wound up going back to the store. We wound up going back on the road. And as we were doing this, we had a pit stop like 2 hours into the drive. And I saw this kid and he had this like car. It was giving very much a cute this white boy around my age who it could have been like Bodalia, Macon, Diet Energy, Swing Sparrow, like around there on 16. But I saw this boy, he had this like car. It looked like he clearly got in an accident. And we're parked at this gas station, right? And I'm just looking over in my window like, I'm so thankful. Wow. I'm just so thankful, Lord, that you didn't put me in a situation where I was in an accident or anything. I'm so happy I don't have to go through that. All of that. Thank you, Lord. Little did I know. Little did I motherfucking know. Because less than an hour later, we get back on the road after me seeing that. Tell me why my car completely malfunctions, tire blows out, steering wheel locks up, okay? All that happens at the same time, right? At the same time. All of this stuff is happening to me at one time. So I'm not panicking yet. I feel like me personally, I am good under pressure. I can take a lot of things. I'm not the first to panic. Now, I might be the second person to panic because bitch, when I saw that, I said, "Oh, okay, let's pull over." At this point, I lose control of the entire vehicle. The vehicle veers. I was on the highway, and imagine your vehicle literally swerving off of the road down into like a mountainous area. It was like a little hill that we were on. I go off of the little hill into like the forest area. And at this point, y'all, my heart is in my ass and I am shitting bricks. Like at this point, I am terrified. So that's all. Like it was terrible. It was very frightening and I was going through a lot. And last thing I remember closing my eyes and being like there was, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I had thoughts because I really cannot remember what I was thinking. It happened so fast. So I was just like, it was just me closing my eyes and being like, I don't think this is real. Like, it was just very much like, is this happening for real or am I just imagining this? You know, when you're in your car for a very long time and you're like, you forget that you're driving. That was the energy it was giving. It was giving very much. Am I hallucinating this right now? Am I just imagining this happening while I'm still driving on the road? But then all of a sudden, I remember closing my eyes and then feeling like this big ass, like I just felt like my entire body jolted forward and I was asleep from that point on. So yeah, and I'm gonna make this part one to the story. I'll give y'all part two in a different video. So yeah, that's all I really want. I'm gonna share. We're gonna keep it there for today. And if you want another part to this, feel free to comment, like, and share, and tell me how you feel about it. And I'm gonna let this video get to about 30 views, and I'm going to post part two. So yeah, thank y'all for coming once again, and yeah, have a good day.